So, first of all, before I start, okay, before I get into the story time, like, subscribe, comment, okay, and repost, like reshare, like share with your friends, share with your family, you know, stuff like that. So let's just get right into it. You saw the title, the highs and the lows of my 2018. Let me tell you something, honey. Okay? It was a lot of things going on in 2018. Like, and I know it wasn't just me. You know, you had celebrities dying left and right. You just had all kind of craziness going on in 2018, right? Okay. Well, I had my own craziness going on, and I'm gonna get started right now. So, mind you, this is not really in any particular order, but I'm gonna try to put it in order as best as I can remember, because I ain't gonna lie to you, girl tried to forget about 18. I tried to just, you know, put it back there, just forget about it, just. But anyway, so starting off, the year is going good. I am in a new relationship. It's popping. We popping. It's good. I'm having a good time. I'm feeling good about myself. Everything is everything. Boom. I go and decide to retake insurance class, an insurance course that I had taken the previous year and failed. So I decided to take it over again because I was just like, you know what? This is what I want to do and I can't give up. I got to try it again. So I'm going to do it again. Spend a lot of money. But nonetheless, I went for the class again. Your girl passed the class. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Passed the class on the first go round. I was like, yeah, this is going to be a good year. I'm excited. Everything's everything. Cool. Then another good little surprise comes up. So my current job at the time, we were getting ready to take a trip. Now, I normally do take trips with that particular job, you know, but there are also some trips that I don't partake in. So this particular trip, I was asked to go. And not only was I asked to go, I was asked to go before the actual trip. So I got a chance to go somewhere twice. Well, the downfall, the kicker was your girl ain't have her passport. And it was a place that I needed my passport. So I had to scramble and hurry up and get the passport. And mind you, I just spent hella money for the insurance thing. So shit was a little low. I was like, all right now. But I really want to go on this trip. So I go, you know, I make things happen. I do what I got to do. I get the money up. I go get my passport. Passport comes in right when it was supposed to. Boom. I can go ahead and book my flight for the trip. Now, y'all probably wondering, what trip is this? What trip is this? It was to Mexico. That's right. You heard me. Mexico. Cabo, St. Lucas. So, anyway, I go to Mexico, Cabo, and it's great. I'm there for like, I think it was just a few days. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was maybe like 2 days, maybe like 2 days, because I was going for a site inspection for my job. So that's great. That's love. That's the top of the year because this is in February, right? Everything's everything. So then I come back, and I got about another month or so before I go again to Mexico. Well, in between that time, I had lost 2 friendships. I ain't even really gonna get into that story. That could be like another little story time. But between that time, I had lost 2 friendships with 2 people that I thought were really good friends of mine and really good people that, like, I was I would have did anything for them. You know what I'm saying? Like I would have went to bat for them. So I lost those two friendships. So now it's like I got the high, but then I'm kind of entering into the low a little bit, because that hurt my feelings. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like that hurt my feelings, because I really love those girls. So like I said, I'm experiencing the high, I'm experiencing the low. So then the high comes back up, because now it's time for me to actually take the trip to Mexico again. But this time I get to bring somebody. So I decide to bring the girl that I'm dating, right? You know what? What better way to show the girl that you're dating how you roll, how you do shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you doing on this date and this date? Oh, you ain't doing nothing? You doing something, because you're coming to Mexico with me. You got your passport? Okay. So that's how it went. So I surprised her with the trip. Mind you, it's like 5 days. I think it was 5 or 6 days. I can't remember. I think we left on the 6th day. I'm not sure. But anyway, we went to Mexico. Even though I still had to work, it was such a good time. It was such an amazing hotel, amazing view. I'm going to put them in here now so you can see what I'm talking about. It was great. But then here comes another low. Right before my second time going to Mexico, I received some really, really bad news that a really, really good friend of mine from back when we were in middle school, 6th grade. Ironically enough, he was actually my first boyfriend. So it was interesting. But I got a call or a text message that he had passed away, or that I should look at Facebook and is this real? That's really, actually, that's how it was presented to me. Like, hey, did you see, about such and such? Like, is this real? And I was just like, what? So, I go on Facebook, because I don't get on Facebook very often, but I get on Facebook and I look, and sure enough, the first post that I see about the incident was from his mom. So I knew that it was real. That he got killed. He got murdered. So that was another low creeping in. And crazy enough, the day before I left for that second trip to Mexico was the day that we had to bury him. So I'm getting choked up a little bit. Whew. So I had to bury my friend. And then the very next morning, very early, I had to catch a flight to Mexico, which is a place that is beautiful, but nonetheless, I had to work also. And I was going to be working and being around almost 1,000 people for the convention that my job was having. The trip, I guess, not the convention, but the trip that my job was having, it was almost 1,000 people. You know what I'm saying? Plus, obviously, people around the hotel you have to put on a face, because you never know if these people are going to be in the same restaurant as you or in the same, so you have to put on a face. So that was something that was very difficult for me to have to do, because that was literally the first death that I had ever experienced that was so close to me. I mean, I've heard of people passing that I may have knew of, or, when I was younger, like my great grandma passed away, but I didn't really know them. You know what I'm saying? Or really have like a connection or something with that person. So this was the first time ever that I had ever experienced a death that close, and to know so personal. And that just was like, you gotta be kidding me, you know? So that happened in April. Then another high, you know, my dad and my brother came to Atlanta to visit me. Now, mind you, I hadn't seen them in like 2 years. So that made me happy. I was very, very happy that they decided to come see me. All three of us, you know, hadn't been in the same space together since my 30th birthday, right? And I was getting ready to turn 33. So all three of us together in the same space. I had been living, you know, in Atlanta now it's been 7 years, but at the time it was almost 7 years, and my brother had never come to visit me since hairs in my eye. Oh, girl, this damn bang. Ooh. Anyway, so my brother had never come to visit me since I moved to Atlanta. So it was just a very good high again, very good high. So that happened, and then I shaved my hair off. I shaved all of my hair off. Now, I had already had like a shortcut again, and I stayed with like a shortcut. Don't let this fool you. I stayed with a shortcut, and that's just like my signature. But I was starting to feel some type of way. You know, I was starting to just not feel very good about myself, and not, you know, I wasn't happy. A lot of the times I felt myself questioning God and questioning my faith around this time. So I, you know, decided, hey, I need a change. Shaved all my hair off, right? I'm gonna insert a picture so that you can see what I was talking about. So I shaved all my hair off, and the rest of the months were starting to be okay, you know, starting to be cool. Then July hits. Actually, no. I take that back. I lost another friendship. Now this was crazy because this was a friendship that I personally had cut off before, a few years before. I cut that person off. They, you know, reached out a few times wanting to kind of like, you know, talk about things, and I kept putting it off, and I wasn't ready. You know, and then one day I ran into him, and it was almost just kind of like, all right, I'm running into him. Let's just have the conversation. So we had the conversation, and things were great, and we got to a really good understanding and thought like, okay, cool. Well, shortly after that, our friendship ended. And honestly, it ended because I was just tired. I was tired, and I didn't want to try to give it another chance. And I don't think that they wanted to give it another chance either. So there you have it. Another friendship. Now this is the third friendship that I have lost in 2018, of people that I really cared about, people that I thought, you know, had my back, people that I thought was, you know, was here with your girl. And so then I think I shaved my hair before that. My dad came to visit. My friendship ended. Yeah. Okay. So then I took a break from my job. Okay. I took a break because I needed a mental break. I had started to dwindle down even more. Just kind of being depressed, being very unhappy, being unhappy at the job, being unhappy with myself, being unhappy with the fact that I've lost 3 friends, just being fucking unhappy, honestly. And so, excuse me. And so, I requested a break, and I took 36 days off work. I took 36 days of personal time, and I sat in my home every day. There were days that I didn't go anywhere for an entire week. I didn't step foot outside the door for an entire week. Now, I also had to move. I was also gearing up to move. So I was packing. I was taking some of those days to pack. You know, I was able to pack at my leisure because I had the time off, and it wasn't just, you know, I wasn't moving it in that moment. So I had some time. I caught up on shows. I slept a lot. I got more and more into a depression. And so in that depressive time, in that depression moment, I really wanted to just give up. I ain't gonna lie to you. I really just wanted to give up and just give up. You know what I mean? I really did. So fast forwarding to 36 days are over. I am now back scheduled to go to work, and I go to work, and I'm just like, same thing before I left, you know, still feeling unhappy, still feeling just kind of like, you know. So then something great happens. Your girl got another high coming in, right? Okay. I get a call from a job that wants me to start in the insurance field. So remember I told you back then I got my insurance license and all these things. Well, I wasn't doing insurance work, right? So finally I get a call, okay? And they want me to start. Now here's the catch. They called me on a Monday. They wanted me to start on a Wednesday. The job was in Mobile, Alabama. I live in Atlanta. Okay. Now Mobile is about, I think about 2.5 hours away from Atlanta. And so again, they tell me on Monday that they want me to start on Wednesday. I just got back to work after being gone for 36 days, like 5 days ago. So I go to the person I needed to go to, and I say, hey, listen, I got a job offer and I'm gonna take it. And tomorrow's gonna be my last day. Now, I have been there for 5 years. 5 years. And ironically enough, the day that I came back from my break made my 5-year mark. Made my 5 years. The day that I came back from my break. And then 5 days later, I told them I was quitting. But I was happy. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was happy about it because I didn't want to be there anymore. I felt stagnant. I was unhappy. I made good money and I got to travel sometimes and it was great, but that wasn't what I wanted anymore, you know? And so I told him that I was quitting, and that, you know, the next day would be my last day. Everybody was shocked because, like I said, I've been there for 5 years, baby. So anyway, I quit. I go home. I pack all of my clothes. I get everything together, and I drive. On that Tuesday, I drove down to Mobile. get a hotel room. I start first thing in the morning on Wednesday. I'm ready to go. I'm excited, I'm nervous, I'm all these things, but I'm ready to go. 9 days later, after starting, after picking up, after uprooting my goddamn life and quitting my job of 5 years, I got released. AKA, I got fired. Now, it was nothing of my own. It was nothing that I did. That's just the way that this insurance world works. Being an independent insurance adjuster, that's what happens. They hired us on for the storm, thinking that the storm was going to be crazy and was going to be what it was going to be, but it ended up not being that. And so they didn't need the amount of people that they hired. So your girl got let go. So 9 days later, I'm driving my sad ass back to Atlanta, and I am devastated. I am broke. I am confused. I am upset. I am all these things, and still going through depression, honestly. I just don't know what to do now. So I only do what I know how to do, is grind, hustle. I'm filling out applications, I'm whatever. I end up getting another job in like 2 weeks. 2 weeks later, I ended up getting another job. And then there's that high again. I'm happy. I got another insurance job. Everything's great. Woo woo, whatever. And so now it's time to move. So now I gotta move. I'm tired. I don't want to move. Because remember, I told y'all I had to move a while back. Well, I moved, and then I moved, and then I moved, and I moved, and I moved. So I was tired. I was I was tired of moving. Okay. So, I move into a beautiful spot that I'm in now. So the end of the year is looking good. It's looking positive. It is, I'm in a new spot. I got my lady with me. Everything is starting to look up. Now, I'm going to take you a little bit into 2019. I get robbed. I get robbed. I lose my job. And this is all before January 12th of 2019. 12 days into the year. Okay. Not only do I get robbed and I lose my job, my car starts acting up after I have lost my job. I done gained 15 pounds. I'm just like, wait, is this still a new year? Or am I back in 2018? Am I still in 2018? Cause god damn. But, on a lighter note, although all of those things have happened to me, I am still waking up each day trying to find a purpose. Like, I have not given up. Now, don't get it twisted. There has been days that I want to give up, but I have not given up. And I'm still pushing forward, and I'm still making things happen. And I just I don't know where the strength is coming from. I'm thankful for it. I'm definitely thankful for it. I pray for it. I pray for strength, and I pray for patience, and I pray for understanding, because I don't know why some of these things happen to me at times. I don't know. Now, sometimes I blame myself because I don't think before I do, and I just, I move, But I have not folded yet. And I'm grateful and I'm thankful that I haven't folded yet, because I could have. I could have a long time ago. When I tell you, in 33 years, I have been through some shit. I have seen some shit. I have experienced some shit. But your girl ain't folded yet. I ain't folded yet. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying to you who's watching this right now, don't fold, baby. Don't fold. Whatever it is that you are going through, whatever it is that you have been through, and whatever it is that you may go through, don't fold. Don't give up. Don't quit. Find a reason. Find a purpose. Find your drive. Find it. Have I found it yet 100%? No, I have not. But I'm working on it. And each day that I live, each day that I wake up, I'm making sure that I get closer to it. I'm making sure that I do something that puts me in the direction that gets me closer to my why, closer to my purpose. And I only ask that you do the same. So if you did have a bad year, dust that shit off and make this year a good year. If this year started off bad, like mine, don't let it consume you. Don't let it consume what the rest of your year could look like. Make it happen. Make it count. And that is, as told by Nikki. Make it do what it do. And you'll see. Just don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on yourself whatsoever. You are important. And thank you again for watching. Like I said earlier, please subscribe, please like, please share, please comment, all that good stuff. And let me know what you want to hear me talk about next. Do you want to hear another story time? Because baby, I got them. I got the stories. Or do you want me to go in another direction? Do you want me to, I don't know, talk about something different, give some advice, or whatever? Let me know. Leave a comment below and let me know what you would like next from the kid. Until then, I will talk to you guys soon. Soon come.